Hello, my name's Kerry Parks and I was recently appointed as the Provincial Grand Orator.
Now, the last time we spoke, you'd recently been appointed. How are things going?
Very interesting. I've been asked to speak at one or two lodges, but more importantly, I'm still working on how to make the brethren start talking about their masonry themselves. And in light of all the recent publicity we've had, probably got to be a good thing that we do start talking about our masonry.
Now, we spoke briefly, didn't we, about the Provincial Lecture Competition. That's certainly moved forward now. We have dates and venues.
Yes, that's right. That's been organised and we now have 3 dates and 3 venues. First on the 13th of March at Halesowen Masonic Hall. The next date on the 29th of March at Starport Masonic Hall, and then finally on the 6th of April at Redditch Masonic Hall.
Now, if anybody would like to take part in the lecture competition and perhaps they're feeling a little bit nervous about doing that for the first time, what would you say to them?
Don't be. The most important thing about this is we want to know your take on your masonry. Have a go. It's interesting that we had a recently made Master Mason in one of my lodges who literally, through no prompting, put pen to paper to talk about how he felt on being made a Master Mason. Now, it wasn't a lecture entry, it was only about 2 or 3 minutes, but I can now encourage him to do more.
What's involved during the actual lecture then? So how does that work during the evening?
I'm hoping that people will have anything between a 30 and a 45-minute talk, which they can then take out to other lodges at a later date, because if they wish, we can list them on my Orator's page for people to be able to contact them. What I would ask is, not only would you have your 30 to 45-minute talk, but we'll probably need a good 10 to 15-minute précis of your talk so that we can get a flavour of it and the depth of it.
What kind of subjects usually get discussed then at the lecture competition? Is it just Masonic?
Usually there is a Masonic link, however tenuous that might be. We've also had an excellent talk by one of the brethren about Masonic stamps. He is a philatelist, that is his other hobby, and he came up with some very interesting stuff that nobody knew about, especially an Austrian stamp collection showing the background to one of the most fascinating paintings that we could have heard about.
Now, if anybody would like to take part in the Provincial Lecture Competition, or perhaps join us for what always promises to be a great evening, what should they do?
If you're not entering, but you'd just like to have a very interesting evening out as a member of the audience and to help to encourage the people that are there, come along. It'll be a 7 for 7:30 start. If you want to enter, then please go to the events page on the provincial website, where you'll find details of the dates and times. Also, my email address has been circulated, so if you do want to enter, please contact me by email and I will respond to you very quickly. And if you can choose what date that you want to enter and what your subject will be, I'll put you down and we'll get you booked in for those dates.